nightmare reoccurred. But until about 10 years ago, it didn't matter. It consisted of loud, distorted sounds echoing off the concrete he ran on top of in an attempt to reach a ladder. Now sometimes he gets so close but never touch his destination, which caused him much frustration cause he didn't know what it meant. And by the end of the dream, he saw the scene from a bird's eye. Only the witness, his dead body laying on the cement. It was only the witness, his dead body laying on the cement. At first it freaked him out, but after a while he grew content. So he thought, it's just a dream, and kept living his life, writing his soul on the canvas, cause it sheds its planet light. And it goes on and on like space and time. Ain't nothing odd, it's not that he didn't believe, he just didn't approve of God. His experience was one I couldn't comprehend, till I stopped being detective and listened to him as a friend. He said he once saw a painting that told his whole life story. It was then that he knew he was the art of divinity. He once saw a painting that told his whole life. A brushstroke of the gods made him one note in their symphony. He once saw a painting that told his whole life story. He spoke for himself and not the rest of humanity. He once saw a painting that told his whole life. And I realized that I'm not real, God just imagined me. Like I said about 10 years ago, the event that changed his whole reality took place on his monthly trip to the local art gallery. It was there where he studied his contemporaries, and there where he nearly carried his sanity to a hole and buried it. It was a very mysterious day. The place was almost empty, and he got chills down his spine just being present in the scene. On the wall there was a picture that looked familiar, and when he got close his heart stopped, what he saw was a painting of his dream. It was a painting of his dream. His by a ladder to an airplane with its propeller spinning, which accounted for the loud noise. The matchup was perfect, and that was the day he stopped believing in existence. He resented his creator. I mean, words can't explain what must have went on in his brain while he stared into a frame of a work of art which he created and was at the same time. The mind can't handle that much, it's just insane. It's like reading a book where each word describes your thoughts, and in quotations it reads whatever you say when you talk. You think it can't happen, but it did happen. I guess there's surprisingly wide cracks in each life sidewalk. He stumbled upon an answer when he never had a question, and decided to stop dreaming to maintain his mental health. Now he hardly talks to people, he just stays in his basement writing infinity by painting himself. This is a strange universe. Is it all just a blueprint in the real universe? Is my consciousness useless? Are we really something a higher intelligence made up a figment of imagination colored by a cosmic paintbrush? Maybe all of our art creates the fate of other beings, that every character in every novel thinks it's alive, and we're just gods ruling blindly. Just a theory, I don't know what it means, but that's the story of the man who trained himself not to dream. He once saw a painting that told his whole life story. He witnessed the paradox of the word existing. He once saw a painting that told his whole life. He colored his world theirs and concluded he wasn't living. He once saw a painting that told his whole life story. The hidden variable that all that is art. And when I close my eyes I see eternity as a story. A God imagined the God that imagined me, and I am God. And so on, so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. Silence is what we all need for a minute. Dying's what we want to avoid while we're living life and trying to make some noise. The scream sorta seems seem like we're crying, reaching towards our dreams. I offer an exhausted sigh, and rhyming keeps the posture of my back in fair condition. But why in the world do I do this music when so few people listen? Climbing a mountain that might eventually crumble. It's a bumpy ride into that light side of life where no one goes. Violence saturates our surroundings, my heart is pounding. I am one of the strong that notice the siren sounding, striving to wake you up so we can grow to maturity, while we're all buying the government's repent from social security. Wine and cigarettes promotes good life, bad health and tax. I am one of the strong but also in the same trap, exercising my brain, realizing that pain will be arriving if I dive into the cesspool of my mind. So I'm rewinding the recorded version of my conscience repeatedly, not easily blinded, nor do I find it hard to ignore you weaklings. Weep, I shine with this terrific twisted piece of metal, strangely changing climate as they increase the level. I said I wouldn't sign shit cause I didn't want to meet the devil, but I lost my mind and I'm trying to find it in the dimension of space between bass and treble. I lost my mind and I'm trying to find it in the dimension of space between bass and treble. Chatter is my existence, so many pieces I can't count. Chatter is a substance that comes from most people's mouths. Matter is what you don't to me, he don't to she, we don't to we, but hopefully we can gather together and figure out what life's about. Patterns of emotion change shape from different situations. Lanterns shed light on the dark side of imagination. Scattered is good and evil through various people and areas of the ego, but we know we can be peaceful with the right participation. No batters stay behind the bass and get ready for the pitch. Rappers mold their soul into plastic and get filthy rich. The ladder to paradise is infested with parasites, and if you don't ride in the carriage right, you would swear that life's a bitch. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. I'm gonna run from the voice of reason till it turns to laughter, and dance the masquerade like I don't believe in the morning after. The chronicles contain a few hidden chapters. We keep our mirrors dirty in case vanity backfires. A cold grin curtain turn your pains and eagerness. In one throw you could expose all of my weaknesses. I'm putty in your hands, kept my ways burning sand, until you learn to look through a window no one else can. What don't kill me will just make me crazier. I'm so filthy, sorry you had to see me like this. I sold you a lie that showed through my eyes and told you to cry a stained glass suicide. They slowly chisel down the walls we all hide behind. It's only time before your secrets become weekend headlines. But I'll be fine, suffocating on my own mask. I just wish I could forget how to read between the cracks.
Unethical, digested, tunnel vision, Vendetta, real diamond cut tested, resurrected and perfected by well-respected professionals. Head doctor, head hunter, scratchy surface, lost somewhere, accepted vulnerability, transparent,
You're living in a world made of windows and mirrors. Lucid safeguards cover crystallized tears. In and out different images, same fear. One day it's gonna shatter right here. I'm living in a world made of windows and mirrors. Lucid safeguards cover crystallized tears. In and out different images, same fear. One day it's all gonna shatter, and I hope you're right here, 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 here. My anxieties and insecurities rip out my insides, put them on display in cage and rage and break the bottle that I've become. I run, I jump, I broke, completely shattered, fractured, captured. Glad I had the chance to be so helpless. See through my four-cornered window pane, so plain and simple. Brain is crippled, walking through a maze. When did I decide to be an object of reflection? Crucified for all my imperfections. I am
answered every question, peeling the tint off my confession.
He won't, I gotta do it all alone again, goodbye. You fled, no one ever said there was any peace of mind in my head. I'm dead, everybody lies and lays in time before the born again. White, lie, slate, clean, I wanna skate it when you're pretty red and trying to skin a hollow magic mode. Need modes, you broken, now we know enough about each other, everything is shattered.
Take a deep breath. There's nothing to be afraid of. What you just did was fall to the depths of existence, the place your mind keeps you away from by its own process of building models for understanding. This is not insanity. This is in fact the ultimate reality. The union you've achieved is only possible in thoughts, no more. You never fall if you never fight. You found yourself fall into madness, so you dove. The best thing you ever did was let go. You found yourself fall into madness, so you dove. The best thing you ever did was let go. I found myself fall into madness, so I dove. The best thing I ever did was let go. I found myself fall into madness, so I dove. The best thing I ever did was let go. Life is a play, and we're always acting out without ever seeing it from the writer's or audience's point of view. But we reach infinity, let go. The writers, the actors, and the audience at the exact same time. So here you are, and now you understand. You always were here, that's why you always ran. But you can only run away for so long before you catch up with yourself and become part of the song. I'd like to welcome you to the heaven you created. I tell the truth, this is the wisdom of the ancients. Holding on to something contradicts our being, so fly free, fly free, fly free. Maybe I had to go crazy to get where I am. I felt myself slipping away and I let myself fall. Gotta lose your mind before you find it. When you finally find it, you find out you never lost it at all. There's a natural flow that's attached to your soul. It don't ask you to go, it just gradually pulls. It's always now when you're never not you. So follow yourself, cause if nothing else, your existence is true. Have you ever felt yourself slipping away? I was slipping away. But no matter what I am, I'm me. And I know me, so I'm okay. Have you ever felt yourself slipping away? You are, you were slipping away. But no matter what you are, you're you. And you know you, so you're okay. I'm not a poet or a communist, a comet or a star. You're not a genius or a prophet, you just are. I'm not insane cause I have no need for my sanity. It's just another chain that keeps me from reality. Reality is mine to play with and mold. The best thing I ever did was let go. So let go of the models, transcend the physical mind, and peacefully become part of the whole. The walls came tumbling down, but this time it was for keeps. I've been running around, looking for my feet, now they're part of the ground. And make the ground complete, live in the now. And forever be at peace, live in the now. Don't stray away from the cycle. I'm one with the universe, one with the life flow. When you know that that which is below is above, the fear you once had will become love. Have you ever felt yourself slipping away? I was slipping away. But no matter what I am, I'm me. And I know me, so I'm okay. Have you ever felt yourself slipping away? You are, you were slipping away. But no matter what you are, you're you. And you know you, so you're okay. It starts out with a question. how much of it is real? Now all is irrelevant outside of this ordeal. Don't worry about explaining it. There ain't no human language that can actually describe exactly how you feel. Now I see clear through external distractions. Piece by piece it comes together. So I laugh and I smile. In the beginning it was deranged, but I guess all things come to pass after a while. If madness could have a picture face, how would it look? Like step one to becoming the contents of your own book. Right where you are right now is where you're gonna stay. And as long as you're always moving with yourself, you'll never slip away. On this I stand, two sets of footprints placed ahead of the dirt, softened from teardrops, and overlooking the earth as the son of a moon, protected by a force field of pure thought. On this I stand, a rally of unemployed, disgruntled words spawned from long journeys through somewhere that only caused me pain as I strained my soul, cramming it with light so I could bring some there. I bleed the blood of a cold stone that roams without a shadow. I'm only deep enough to realize that I'm shallow. My head, I keep it up, but it's hard to keep it straight when you don't believe in love and you just can't cope with hate. Metal rust, leaves turn into dust as the difference between love and lust clarifies its trust. If you only had an hour to sum your whole life up, would you spend that hour saying that an hour ain't enough? I've escaped the shell that bound me to cowardice. Now I'm faithful to the wind, but compared to it I'm powerless. The first step was made, and it was a fair accomplishment. The pond was sitting still, so I threw a rock in it, and as my reflection rippled, it all became clear. Seasons always change, so there's no reason for fear. We made an autobiography of our pivotal years. It's all I got, and I'm giving it to you because I care. See, a lot of the time, humans as artists exist in a self-projected state of falsehood. We're either too close to our image to be objective in our perception, or too far away to be subjective in any matter. This only widens the void that social conformity introduced to our souls at birth. And so I write. But I don't write without the intention of objectivity or attention on the image, but only as an omnidirectional bridge between the several floating tunnel-structured realities present in comparable space and time. See, I don't write for the future, I write about the future for the present. I write with my past about the future for the present. On this I stand, the oasis of a limbo, adjacent to my generation, facing out the window, waiting for some ventilation, patient while the wind blows, graceful in its demonstration, overall innovation. On this I stand, a fountain of youth, sovereignty, 1,000 syllables more than a pound of flesh, a deep breath of achievement, a dream and a wake-up call, another haul of the quest. On this I stand, a letter to civilization. On this I stand.